I've been watching you.
Hello everyone, my name is Hanley and welcome to another episode of my Liverpool Career Mode on Ultimate Difficulty. Now, I'm going to bring some bad news. If you haven't seen the last episode, then give it a watch, but otherwise, I'm just going to kind of recap for you right now. We are without probably the best midfielder of the season, in terms of this guy here. Because as you can see there, he is out for 4 months with ACL injury. And it's such a shame because I was literally showing, like, in a couple of episodes ago, or a few episodes ago I should say, how well he's actually been performing. And he's been excelling in near enough in every competition. Like, he's rating in the Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup. Like, he's just been incredible. Like, not the FA Cup because it's only a really long game. But then, obviously, because we also sold a few of our youngsters as well, our squad's gone really thin. So as you might have noticed here, we had to bring in Leon Goretzka, which was a guy I was actually going to swap Frenkie de Jong for. But it kind of looks like now, we just bought him in for, I think it was just about 60 million, I think it was, to kind of replace the Milinkovic role, because Milinkovic has now been promoted to the first team. So we kind of really needed like another midfielder to slot in for the second team in a sense, while this is kind of all happening, because if we put Fekir in there, that's all our midfielders then. So I kind of like to at least have like a one midfielder spare, if I can. So look at those stats there, like all his physical stats are green, like his stamina is a real standout for me as well, having plus 90 plus stamina is incredible. 6'2", high work rates too, so he looks like he can literally play in any of those. He's very suited to any of those positions in the centre of the park. So as you can see there, Goretzka's into that team at minutes, and also we had Cancelo that got injured, but he was only injured for I think a week. Look at this for fixture congestion again. Our last game was, we got a 4 days rest and then we got Burnley. 1 day rest, Man United. 2, Leverkusen. 3, Spurs. Luckily then we will have like about a week to recover, then a couple of days rest, Arsenal, and then we got the big one at the end of the month against Man City. So in this episode, we'll probably play Burnley, Man United and Leverkusen. And I'm also thinking about doing literally the final as just kind of one episode, like you literally see it from start to finish what the game's going to be like. You get to see everything in the middle, like it's literally a straight kind of live commentary in the sense of how the game will turn out. But let's kick off against Burnley. Right, since Cancelo is still taking a little bit of a knock, I've decided to put Gomez at right back because he can play there, and we hardly used him, to be honestly, this season. So we're going to give him a try there, and that's probably the only sort of change, obviously, with Milinkovic having his first game with the main team. We'll get to see how he gets on with that as well. I feel like we'll put the first team out for Burnley because I believe they are higher in the table than Man United, surprisingly. Also, considering Mbappe in the last episode as well, saying he wanted to leave, I'm obviously going to completely ignore that as well. Purely because, like, it's ridiculous, it's ludicrous. He's the top goal scorer in the league. And, wow, we actually got the best defensive record as well, by 4, against our nearest rivals, Wolves. But yeah, we got Mbappe in the top goal scorer, I think, with 13 goals this season. He's saying, like, oh, I'm not being played enough. Fam, like, you have been doing bits when you have played. This is Milinkovic-Savic's time to prove why he should be in the starting lineup a little bit more often than Anderson Talisca. I could easily put Ali there if I wanted to. I could even put Fekir there. But I think like Milinkovic will probably be the better of those options. But let's see Burnley's lineup. Hope Lota Magala, Holgate, Taylor, Schultz, Cork, Malinovsky, Roya, Yazic and Volks. Yep, because I know how to pronounce every single one of those names. Oh, Jesus has actually won it back. This is nice by Gabriel Jesus. And Keita! Oh, you get it on target, that's nice. Mbappe. on his left foot. Pope with the save. Milinkovic. Oh my gosh. What a way to introduce yourself into the first team there. Mbappe. Sané with a little back heel. And that was the first time hit by Milinkovic-Savic. We know he can hit him. And he can hit him. Oh, that could have been nice. Oh, but he's got it back again, actually. And Leroy Sané is on the other side this time. Oh, that's nice into Jesus! That is absolutely brilliant. Was that Keita with the layoff as well? It might have been, you know. Yeah, I think that was Keita with the layoff. And that was a beautiful through ball into the Brazilian as well. And he knows where the back of the net is. He's trying to carry on his fine form from the beginning of the season, because I generally thought this guy here, Jesus, was going to be the top goal scorer. But he's definitely going to be in contention with it now. I know Salah is also there with, I think, quite a fair few goals this season. Maybe a 1-2 between Jesus and Sané. And Sané! Good hit! And Mbappe! 2-0, that probably could have been 3 at the very end there. And wow, we have been dominant, haven't we? Not a single shot Burnley have had in the first half. Watch them now get, I don't know, 6 shots in the second half. Mbappe. Nice ball into Jesus. Jesus! Ooh, okay. Jesus. And Jesus again. Oh, okay. Pope had to force a save. I don't want to change too much because of the fact that obviously we got the game against Man United within literally like a day later. So if I can kind of keep this team like as less rotated as possible, then the other team is literally going to be a lot more fully fit. Right, it's fine to Kylian Mbappe. And Leon Goretzka with his first goal in Liverpool colours. That was a lovely charging run forward as well. Nice bit of skill. Nobody was actually marking Goretzka. I don't think really anyone had Milinkovic really either. But that was a nice ball. And it looked like it was a little chipped effort. I just shot normally. I wasn't expecting it to kind of chip it. And it's going to be a corner in the 84th minute. Like I said, it's the only sub I've made so far is just putting Goretzka on. And Milinkovic! Milinkovic again! And oh, it's a penalty. Okay. I didn't know what happened then. Where was the foul in the build-up? Because I was completely oblivious to it. I was more concerned of. Okay, he fouled Milinkovic in the second shot. Right. Ooh. I should really try and, you know, put more direction on it because it kind of goes central. But Gabriel Jesus on the spot. It went in anyway. Oh, he's onside as well. Well, Alisson got to be huge here. Oh, that was big. Oh, that was absolutely huge. The last thing I wanted was to concede in the very, very last minute again. Well, look at the top goal scorers we've got here in a minute. We've got Mbappe with 13 and 11 matches. Jesus has got 11 and 17. Salah 10 and 13. I put Sliska's there as well, yeah, 9 and 15. We've got Milinkovic who's got 7 and 20. Salah wants to play in the next match. He probably will, to be honest with you. I'll probably use the second team. So if you remember, I think it was in the last episode, we've sent some scouts out into some various quite far and wide places. And this guy actually looks like the best guy out of the bunch. No, it's not. It's this guy here that looks like the best guy out of the bunch. And no, he's got a good value. His potential is a little bit okay-ish, I guess. We'll sign him up though. Don't forget, this is Algeria we're scouting at the minute. This guy here though. Oh my gosh, this is probably the best Brazilian, well, the best scouted player in terms of value that we've probably seen in this career mode. So I'm probably going to have very high expectations with him. And the last place we did look at is Italy. We got a 170k guy here. Okay, we'll sign him up. At the minute, it's not that bad. Let's have a look at quick value. So it's between 77 and 94, centre mid, not too bad. Then there's this guy, he's a 65 overall. His potential is very vague though. There's only Goretzka that's a little bit tired, but obviously because we did play him a little bit in the last game. But he's got pretty good stamina, so he should be alright. But this is going to basically be the lineup. It's the second team. Quite looking forward to using Goretzka as a little bit, well, this time around, as a more attacking midfielder. Why, literally a couple days later, now we're against kind of a mid-table Man United. Yeah, that's just very weird to say in itself. I've said that so many times, but it still never really sinks in that in this career mode they are more of a mid-table side than they are. Like, you should see there, 7th place. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of, what, Europa League spot? But they're only literally, what, a couple points away from Huddersfield in their 9th? And speaking of Man United as well, I also believe that they've got a player that's in the last few months of his contract that is quite huge as well, and that is Paul Pogba. That's the don't get me wrong, he has the potential to be great, but I think it really needs a manager to kind of bring him out, and let's see Man United sign up. That is a very promising defence. I'll give him that. That's a very promising. And there's signed Pjanic as well. Okay, that was a little bit sneaky. Looking at that team, I'm kind of thinking, how are they as low as they are? And Goretzka with his left foot! And it's still over as far as Salah. And Salah! I was really hoping I could probably beat him at that near post. Just alright. Oh, look at this here. It's going to go straight into Sadio Mane. And Mane, good save by De Gea. Doesn't matter what season it is, looks like he's still rolling. Oh, Ali. Doesn't matter what season it is, looks like De Gea is still just as good. Firmino's still got it somehow. It's only as far as Mane. No, and De Gea again. Forcing this away. And Salah. Oh! Hit the crossbar. Wow, Man United only managing to get one shot off so far. De Jong, Goretzka. Ah! Hitting them from distance now. It's really making me miss Talisca. And obviously, in this team now, we don't have Milinkovic either, so we're kind of having to... Oh, that's a good hit! And that's straight into the net. I believe that is Man United's second shot as well. Skriniar was literally the only guy by himself, because I don't know where De Ligt went. And Mane into the back of the net, straight from kickoff. And it's Firmino who lays it off, and it was quite swaying by the looks of it. And that's pretty good for his left foot as well, Sadio Mane. Oh no, Lukaku! Good save by Donnarumma. I suppose his first touch didn't really take him to Mars. Oh, that's a good save by Donnarumma. I was hoping he was a bit more committed to it, but I was hoping he was still moving, but he wasn't. Lukaku. Oh, it's a nice hit into Rashford. Dembele! Oh, he fires that home. Well, nobody had Dembele. Mendy obviously was the guy that should have been marking him. And this time around, Donnarumma wasn't quite able to get the save off. And Mane again! Wow! Lovely 1-2 by Mane and Firmino there. And Mane literally straight from the near post. Equalises. And we're also going to make a couple subs too. We're going to bring on Fekir. And we're also going to bring on Junior. I think we're actually going to take Mane off now, so that might actually be his last contribution too. Right, Ali. Fekir. I was trying to get it into Salah. He's still got it. Salah! That was a nice work goal. Fekir knocks it into Junior. Junior trying to pick out Salah. It kind of ricocheted off the centre half of Man United. And on his right foot, knocks it past De Gea with ease. And that's number 11 for the number 11 of this season. And Junior is still going. And he actually almost managed to weave his way, even almost past De Gea too. Right, had to come from behind. Twice, I think. But we're going to use the main 11. Cancelo is fully fit now, so he can go into the right back position. And we are away for the first leg. So let's see if we can get a good result here. The Stadio Europa, I don't think it's called that. Oh, that football looks so nice. Red and black as well around the stadium. Makes it so sweet to look at. So at the moment, I say at the moment because people just like to kind of switch things around when it comes to the knockout stages as well. To say, oh yeah, you're in there, and then they'll flip you to like the other side of the draw or something. Champions League is a big priority for this season. And now our first game of this season in the knockout stages is against, I believe they're the runners-up of the Bundesliga from last season, Leverkusen. Let's see Bayer Leverkusen's lineup. Okay, so no, a fair few players in there. They drop Bellarabi to the bench. Valencia is also there. Bender's still there. We've got Lucas Moura, wow, Mario, Kuchron as well. He's a promising striker, I think. And I believe he was AC Milan. So they've got a pretty solid team. Let's just see how they play, because this is the first time we played against them. Of course it would be in the snow, wouldn't it? Jesus. And this sees it into Leroy Sané. That's number 1. If we can get a thrashing here, that would be nice. And this is a good start for us as well. Literally first attack of the game. Leroy Sané cutting the defence in half. And in the 5th minute, we're going to make it 1-0. There we go. Jesus. Sané's just about kept it in, and he's still got it somehow. Leroy Sané. And on his right foot. This is nice free-flowing football at the minute. And there's going to be a nice attack as well. Gabriel Jesus into the back of the net. That was lovely free-flowing attacking is what we're known for. Milinkovic-Savic playing it into the Brazilian. And the Brazilian knows where the back of the net is. Getting the goal in the 30th minute. And that's his first Champions League goal this season. He may not be as clinical in the Champions League, but he knows when to get them though. It was a little bit risky now. Havertz. Good block by him, City. And it's the centre half. Oh, Varane's actually given away a penalty. I was thinking right the whole time. So I don't know why I went left. It's a crucial goal for them. Oh, City just literally steamrolled player there, and it's going to go back out wide. Lucas Moura into the box. I did thumb that way, but Cancelo only managed to find a Leverkusen player. Maybe FNS could have been a bit better there, but we've seen him score from near a static position not too long ago, and oh my gosh, this could be a banger. Yeah, I kind of wanted you to volley that, and you didn't. You headed it. And that's nice, Sané. And it's there, Hartwitz. Good save by Alisson. It's still a Leverkusen attack. And that's a brilliant save once again by Alisson Becker. It's gone to the edge of the box. It's offside though, jeez. Oh, the commentators are very slow with that. Wait. Do you not count the guy that's on the line? It's not technically the last one there, because you can clearly see there is a guy behind Alisson. Do you not count him? Well, Cancelo, I thought, was the guy that was keeping him on side, but apparently that's not the case. Wow, I don't know if they generally got robbed a goal or not then. Well, this is close now. Lucas. It's going to go straight into the box as well. It only goes far back, but Fekir is now going to collect it. Cutrone! And that is this time not ruled out for offside. And probably, in my opinion, it should have been 2-2 anyway. There you go on, just don't let them get a last minute goal! In that way! That was very close then in that dying moments. Oh, I genuinely feel like they have been robbed from that goal. Well, anyway, it is how it is. And we're going to play, I think, the round of 16 FA Cup against Spurs. We're going to put the second team out. The one's been injured for them. They've got a few strong players in there. Like they've got Gnabry, I see Rodriguez in there, Koeman. It's actually quite a strong lineup. And they are winning. We've got an equaliser by Bobby Firmino. Koeman's got one now. And this probably means we're going to get knocked out of the FA Cup. Yes, again, we do. Spurs knocked us out of the FA Cup. We've got an 8-point lead ahead of second place, but Wolves haven't played as of yet. And now we are 8 points ahead of our nearest rivals because Chelsea have overtaken Wolves. Are Wolves now on a little bit of the decline now? Oh, come on, Milenkovic. Like, I've rested you for like a couple games. Because you'll be playing against the big games like we got in the next episode, which is against Arsenal. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, subscribe if you're new around here and want to see more content, and leave a comment for any sort of feedback you would like to give me. It could be positive, could be negative. I'm all ears regardless. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.